Hey guys, Jason here. Almost every UFO witness kind of says the same thing. Not, I saw shiny chrome. Not, it looked like Elon Musk Tesla with wings. No, not at all. You know what they say? They say I heard a hum. I felt a vibration. And then even stranger, there was silence so heavy it pressed on my chest. A sound. Or an absence of sound. You know, like the universe just pressed pause. It's weird, isn't it? We've spent decades aiming radar, launching satellites, and chasing lights in the sky, but the most consistent clue has been rattling in our ears the whole time. Sound. Vibration. Silence. And it's the cosmic calling card. And then yet, what do all the experts tell us? Oh, it must be swamp gas. Oh, it's weather balloons. Oh, Venus is being extra shiny tonight, right? Because Venus regularly hums like a didgeridoo and scares dogs half to death. Alright, so let's rewind, okay? So long before UFO was actually a buzzword, the ancient Vedas, they had a phrase, Nada Brahma. And you want that translated? It means the universe is sound. Not the universe likes music, and not the universe occasionally jams out on a cosmic sitar. The universe itself is vibration, right? Every star, every atom, and even every breath you take is riding on a current of resonance. The galaxies themselves, they're choirs, and atoms, they're drum beats. Your heart, well, percussion. And your thoughts are electric riffs. You're already swimming in music, whether you notice it or not. So let's put two and two together. So UFO witnesses, they hear hums. Ancient texts say existence itself is sound. So maybe we're not dealing with craft at all. Maybe we're dealing with symphonies. Just think about your own body for a second, right? Your heartbeat, it's a rhythm. Your brainwaves, frequencies. And then your voice, a tuning fork with opinions. And you're already an instrument, right? The only question is, are you in tune? And then meanwhile, modern scientists keep scratching their heads. No, silly yogis, the universe isn't sound, it's math. Yeah, math that wiggles, math that oscillates, math that, whoops, makes waves. Congratulations, you just reinvented Nada Brahma with a lab coat and a grant proposal. So, when everyone says the craft arrived and everything went silent, well, that's not a glitch at all. That's the sound current being tuned. Like reality itself changing the station, on a cosmic radio. Witnesses describe streetlights dimming, engines dying. The hum presses against their bones. The silence is so deep, their ears ring with it. It's not silence, it's the sound current switching frequencies. Which begs the real question, right? If sound is the engine, then what are mantras? Are they songs of devotion, or are they keys to the craft? So if sound is actually the engine, then mantras are really the ignition key. No, it's not poetry. No, it's not a cultural slogan, but it's precise vibrations designed to tune consciousness to a specific frequency. Really think about it. When thousands of witnesses say they heard a hum before the arrival, they weren't describing a spaceship revving up. They were describing resonance. The craft didn't fly in, it phased in, like a song fading through static as you turn the dial. And then meanwhile, we're out here still thinking louder speakers in our cars make us cooler. The beings, they're using harmonics to bend space-time. The ancients, they weren't clueless. They called this Nada Yoga. The yoga of sound. Mantras like Om, right? They weren't decorations, they were frequency codes. Om aligns with the hum of existence. So what they said, clarity and illumination through mantra. Soham with your true self. Each vibration a kind of cosmic password. It's not forcing anything, it's just opening the right channel. Now, if the universe itself is built around sound, then reality must be a song. And mantras are how you stay on pitch. So when you're out of tune, your life begins to feel chaotic. And when you're in tune, the symphony, well, it carries you. And when the entire group chants together, it's not actually group therapy, that's harmonic resonance. It's a consciousness amplifier, which is probably why the rishis didn't bother building radios. They were radios. And then meanwhile, we've spent billions launching metal boxes into space to send messages like, hello aliens, this is Earth, as if interdimensional beings are sitting around saying, damn, if only we had a golden record player. So modern contactees, they describe something extremely similar. So they sit in meditation, chanting or humming, and then suddenly the hum outside answers back. Lights appear. A presence, well, it fills the air. And it's not summoned by noise, but it's a line through resonance. Now, Vedanta would call this Shruti, that which is heard. The Vedas themselves, they weren't composed at all. They were received. Vibrations decoded by minds tuned like instruments, which means mantras aren't inventions at all. They're discoveries. So if sound is the vehicle and mantras are the keys, the next question is obvious then. How do we ride the current? How do we use sound to bridge the gap between here and there? So picture yourself under a night sky. No headphones, no speakers, just the hum of crickets, the whisper of the wind, and then it shifts, right? A new tone rises, and it's not from outside, but it's from within you. That's the sound current. That's the same current witnesses described before the arrival, myself including. The same current the rishis rode into higher states. And you can step onto it. And it's not by chasing lights in the sky, but by tuning your own vibration. So, just try this. Close your eyes, breathe in, and on the exhale, just hum, not loud, not forced, just a steady feel it in your chest. Feel your ribs vibrate, and feel even your skull and your jaw vibrate. Your whole body becomes a tuning fork. And then do it again. Inhale, hum, and let that sound just ripple outward, right? Imagine it radiating into the night like a wave on a cosmic ocean. And then if your neighbors do hear you and think you've joined some kind of bee cult, well, don't worry. You're actually practicing interstellar Wi-Fi. So now instead of using switch it to Om. So inhale and say Om. And let the Om vibrate in your chest. And let the U roll through your throat. And let the M buzz in your skull. Om. And then the silence after? That's silence. That silence. It's not absence. It's the doorway. It's the channel. So just try it one more time, right? Breathe in Om. Breathe out. And just fade to silence. And then listen. Really listen. And at first you'll only hear your own voice, but stay with it long enough, and then impressions start to rise. A presence, a knowing, like someone answering, but without words. It's like a texture. And then if you don't want to chant, just use the breath. So inhale softly, and then exhale gently. And then at the end of the exhale, say, I am that, and that I am. And each breath is a mantra, right? Each mantra is a frequency. And each frequency is a message. It's broadcasted into the field. So this is the simplest radio. And it's built directly into your lungs. And then meanwhile, you have the government spending trillions on satellites and telescopes, but your body already came with the right hardware. So really feel your breath. Feel the hum. Feel the Om ripple. And the longer you ride it, the more the silence thickens. The air actually begins to feel alive, like it's charged, like the night itself is actually listening back. This is the sound current, and this, guys, is contact. Because in Vedanta, the self is never silent. It's pure awareness. And awareness hums, a vibration too subtle to hear, but always, always present. That's what beings ride. Not craft, not fuel, frequency. So then when you hum, when you chant, when you use mantra, and when you breathe with intention, you're not calling them down. You're tuning yourself up. And sometimes when the dial actually locks in, when the hum answers back, maybe the lights, maybe with presence, and maybe with the eerie, beautiful silence. That silence that presses on your chest? It's not emptiness. That's arrival. So here's the actual truth, guys. To meet them, you don't need rockets. You don't need military radar. You don't need Elon's flying Tesla. You need resonance. You need vibration. And of course you need silence. Because the others, they don't travel through space at all. They travel through sound. And the hum before the arrival? That's not a warning. It's an invitation. So the question is, are you in tune enough to actually hear it? Namaste.